My name is Alex, and this is me, on top of a ski line in northern Norway, lost, looking at my phone, trying to figure out which of these identical looking rocks is the correct entrance to my line. This is just the beginning of what will turn out to be one of the most intense ski trips of my life. Dropping in 5. Why am I here? What's brought me to this moment? Well, Peak Performance gave me one of their new Vertical Gore-tex Pro Jackets to test on a backcountry trip. And I wanted to try and push this jacket to the limit. So I decided that it was the perfect opportunity to go on a bucket list trip. After picking up the jacket in Stockholm, my filmer Casey and I head north, through the winding fjords of northern Norway. The mountains in this part of Norway are the biggest in the region and go directly to the ocean, offering the best riding you can find in Scandinavia. Warm-up tour. We got a mellow objective. Realistically, our objective is to just get up there. We don't really even care about getting to peak today. We just want to see what the conditions look like, observe the snow, and try and get an idea of how the different aspects are. This region is rich with history of incredible skiers and mountaineers who have made these mountains their playground. It's clear the terrain in Lyngen is tremendous, but it will require a big step up in not just my skiing, but of my mountaineering skills. Oh, fuck.
This is actually genius because the amount of reaction I have.
This is so fucked.
This beacon of hope and light and sporting excellence on this absolute freak show of a car.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. That's a boot pack that we're taking. Holy fuck. Okay. Now we're back in action. It had recently rained up until 900 meters, which made the snow pretty icy and far from ideal. But luckily for me, I met a local guide on the way up. He'd already taken a run here, so he gave me some valuable insight on how the snow was skiing. Have you skied this already? How was the snow? So the farther you go that way, the worse the conditions. The more south, the softer? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir. Good guidance. All right. Right side of the bowl is corn. Left side of the bowl looks good, but is ice underneath. At this moment, I was starting to get some negative thoughts. Did I really just come all this way to my dream place to ski just to get skunked on the snow conditions? But as I made it to the top, I started to realize that maybe it wasn't just the snow that we came here for. Dude, this place is freaking insane up here. We are freaking topside on a warm-up mission. I wasn't 100% sure that we were gonna get here, to be quite honest with you. But we did. I also remembered on the way up that I don't have my goggles. So we're doing a little sunny run here. Dude, fucking hell, I just gotta take this in. I don't want to go back down, dude. Who would want to go back down with a freaking view like this? Okay, I'm gonna buckle my boots and start going out on the ridge. Now that we're all caught up and understand how we ended up here, we are finally ready to take our first run in Lyngen. Dropping in 5. I forgot my strap up top.
Yeah, you look at
And I forgot my goggles. Not my best performance. I gotta tell you, it's a lot more work getting up there than it was vertical meters down. But man, up there you don't want to go down. It's top side is the best place. This was just the warm-up. And one of the things we didn't mention is that we are in desperate need of experienced riding partners. Without them, we are never going to make it safely up to the higher terrain where the good snow still may be. And we'll be cursed with this hard snow our whole trip. But who, in their right mind, would agree to be partners with these rookies? So I called my good friend Nikolai. Unfortunately, he was busy, but he did introduce me to these two people. Lygen is a badass skier. She rips on the way down and goes on tons of crazy touring missions. She lives nearby and she has great knowledge of these mountains. Trygg is an ex-park skier like me, who's recently transitioned into the backcountry. He now spends his winters living in his van, chasing powder, and making ski movies. What are we gonna get into today?
Some steep terrain maybe? Some powder?
We hear that there's blower. Can you confirm?
I can confirm.
Okay. Today's the journey to find the blower.
Yeah, the blower pal. Maybe not face shots, but very good conditions.
See you in 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye. I was pretty surprised to hear that we had to drive for over 2.5 hours as the island is relatively small. The island is only 52 miles or 90 kilometers. But with the mountains filling the entire island, the only way to travel around is via winding coastal roads. But if the snow's as good as Trygg says it is, it will all be worth it. And besides, we need to go on a real adventure if we're gonna put this jacket to the test. Last day of skiing in Lyngen. It's been beautiful, 4 or 5 days here. And yesterday, we really got on our first big mission. It was pretty sweet. It was a great day. Lygen took us to the top of Storgalten and we had a couple of amazing runs. But that's a whole other adventure that has its own story that we'll be releasing soon. How's everybody feeling?
Pretty good.
Good. Doing well. Ready to do this.
Yeah. Big mountain skiing for the last 10, 11 years maybe.
The first step of the game plan to get blower POW is the initial flat traverse, which is approximately 2.5 kilometers.
So, but are you getting like for this Lyngen trip? Are you doing it just for the experience and like for the gimmick, or are you like actually interested in getting more into it?
I just honestly just thought that these mountains were super beautiful, and I didn't really know very much about what Lyngen entailed. Yeah. But I enjoy it. I would say that like the going up and the mental and physical challenge is also really fun.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like Lyngen was like bucket list.
Yeah.
And I didn't really have too much expectation other than just try and see like how I enjoy it. We're 53 minutes in and we've already gone almost 2 kilometers of flat approach, and now we're making it around to approximately the point where we get to start going up, and we're getting eyes on our objective, a couloir on that mountain called the Rabbit.
I don't know why it would be that much in the sun already. I guess maybe it's more west facing than I thought. But it has a bunch of north in it.
The sun's already on the face, which all of my snow experts out there will tell you it's not good for our chances of scoring that blower POW today. But there's only one way to truly know, so we'll have to wait and see. This is probably the biggest, most ludicrous mission so far for the channel. And we've now been touring for 2 hours, and we probably got another 3.5 to go. Like usual, Norwegians ahead, me on the tail, Casey in the back. I gotta say a big thank you to Casey. Channel wouldn't be possible without him. And I take on some ludicrous missions.
Hey, say something. I have a really cool frame of you guys.
What?
Whoa. It's really beautiful here.
Dude, that's a
something
cool
more
hour and a
interesting.
half. Right
Say something more interesting.
Look at that.
Yeah, I'm gonna say everything on command today. Just say something cool. My mind just goes blank then.
Yeah, say something cool like Shaka Bro or something like that.
I'm not gonna.
Come on, I'm filming. Take it seriously.
Yeah, I'm blank.
All right, I got the shot.
Got the shot, but I didn't say anything cool.
We finally get eyes on the entire run. Everything up to this point was just the approach. And now staring at the next challenge, we realize, quite literally, we have another mountain to climb.
They are making a very large approach up this couloir. There they are, right there. And they're going up, right there they're going. And I am just chilling with my feet out because my feet hurt. I got some blisters.
I mean, it's not perfect snow, but it's gonna ski alright, I think.
Yeah, I think basically like 50 meters past those crutches
Yeah.
will be where it changes. Like, but I think the top section is gonna be great.
Good news, good news. They have made it to just about here.
So like my theory is that that's the best area. Like where Alex is.
It might actually be.
And then this is like kind of like, I wouldn't say like a slab, but in a way, because it's been like buffed out. And then over there, I think it's more like sun crusty again.
I don't know about you, but this just doesn't exactly scream blower pow. The snow has been sun exposed, so it's soft on top and hard crust underneath. But hey, there's nothing we can do now, and at least it's got a soft top layer. So let's keep pushing to the top and give this run a shot.
Update, it's now 6 o'clock at night, if you can believe it. Here in Norway, the sun stays pretty low in the horizon all day, but it doesn't quit.
As I start the boot pack, I throw on my Vertical Gore-tex Pro Jacket. It's awesome how lightweight and versatile it is. But don't just take my word for it. Let's talk with the designers at Peak and see what's behind this jacket.
Since we choose the Gore-tex Pro, the most breathable version, so it has like a really high breathability, but in the range of that it's super durable. The extended ventilation when you walk uphill like touring, so you get kind of all in one.
Thank you Peak Performance for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to Lyngen. Now that we are about to start our summit push and the majority of the vertical meters are now behind us, a sense of calm comes over me. I get a second wind of energy, knowing that soon I will be standing on top of a mountain in one of the most surreal places in the world. And now I'm just like, you know what? Like I love my, like I prioritize things that I care about more. Like doing stuff like this. Like if I cared about drinking, I would be in order right now for order sessions. And I'd be getting super drunk. And I would think it was the best time ever. But instead, we're 150 meters from fucking top in Lyngen, and I feel like in the end of the day this type 2 fun is something that gives you more.
It's 7:16 and they are just about to get to the top of that thing.
Thank you, Lisa. Once again, we're topside and it is shadowy. Whew. That is beautiful. What don't you love about being topside? My girlfriend tells me Trygg vinner. The hard-headed wins. What are we thinking so I can radio Casey?
If you send me a radio when you have everything set up. And then Lisan's dropping first. I'm dropping second. And then Trygg is dropping last, and he's freestyling it.
As I'm standing at the top, looking down on the line, I'm reminded of something my dad always would ask me. Alex, how do you eat an elephant? I would tell him I don't know. And he would say, just like anything else, one bite at a time.
Listen, dropping in 10.
3.
So I guess in this case, it would be how do you climb a big mountain? Just like a small one, 1 meter at a time.
Dropping in 10.
That was so much fun. Trygg on course.
Way to go.
The second rock, I rock rode it. So much speed. Good shit. We drove for 2.5 hours, climbed for almost 7, found less than ideal snow, but it doesn't seem to matter. I got a new perspective, developed my skiing, and made 2 new friends. Soon, the adrenaline rush of my line will fade away, but these feelings and these memories will stick with me far beyond. Lygen is the best. Yeah. I just want to give you thank you. Obviously, we're against each other, but we had such a good 2 days, and you seriously like made our trip from like what would be a good trip to an amazing trip.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for taking these 2 crazy people on the mountain.
Good pleasure. It's been really nice. I'm glad you guys called me.
Yeah, it was perfect. What? Well, how would you rate the American cowboys in the mountains?
American cowboys? I mean, you guys are alright.
Okay.
Beginners?
Yeah,
You're alright.
Okay, we're doing okay.
I'll go touring with you again.
Okay, that's good. Thank you, Peak Performance, for making this video possible. If you haven't already, go check out their gear at peakperformance.com. Also, big thank you to the Lygen Experience, the best place to stay in Lyngen.